YouTube right now. It's probably because your videos are the wrong length, you might be using the wrong title, maybe your watch time is off, or another metric that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. And I guarantee that if you implement everything that I share with you in this video, you're going to start to get more views on YouTube, because it's incredibly simple to get views right now. In fact, it's easier to get views on YouTube right now than it ever has been before, but small channels are messing up so many different things, but in this video, we're going to cover them all. In fact, these things just helped this creator gain 30,000 subscribers in just a month. This creator, 20,000, and this creator, over 10,000 subscribers in just a 30-day period, and the same exact thing can happen to you if you simply implement the tips that I share with you in this video. But I will warn you, if you skip just one part of this video, it's going to be the reason that you do not end up getting more views on YouTube. But before we dive into that, I need you to smash the subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, I literally upload a video about how to go on these platforms every single day. In addition to that, I created a free YouTube growth course that'll teach you the tags and the hashtags that you need to make sure that you're doing. You can get it at a link in the pinned comment below. Finally, here's my phone number. Please hit me up. I want to help you grow quicker on YouTube. So step number one to making sure that you're increasing your views on YouTube right now is actually posting at the right time. And for so many of you small channels, you mess this up. So there are essentially two best times that you need to be posting right now. The first one is going to be based on your audience. The second is going to be an experiment that you're going to run to find out when your actual audience is online. So if you go into your analytics right now, you go under audience and you see data for when they're online, that will tell you when to post. Essentially what you're going to want to do is post when very many viewers are online, or right before that. That's going to cause an increase in the amount of views that you're getting. If you post when very many viewers are online, if there are 4 purple dots for that, if you post in the first one, you'll get consistent views for those first 4 hours. If you post an hour before the first one, you'll get a slow amount of views, and then they'll start to trickle in. So please make sure that you're taking that into consideration. Also, if you have days where there is not a very dark purple thing, well then guess what? You're just going to have to post during the experimented times, because it doesn't mean that your audience isn't on YouTube at all. It just means that it might be scattered throughout the day and there's not a concentrated time, or what it might mean is that you don't post that frequently on those days. And I see this a lot with small channels. They don't post on certain days, which leads to YouTube not having analytics, which leads to them thinking that they shouldn't upload on those days. And it kind of just becomes an endless cycle where they don't upload on those days, so they never get analytics on it. And that is one of the reasons that it doesn't show. If you're one of those people, or you just don't have those analytics at all, you should be posting at 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. and trying to figure out when your actual audience is online. Once one of those time slots work, I would continue to post in that time slot, but I will warn you, just doing this is not enough. In fact, 99% of the views that you're going to get on YouTube videos when they do well are going to come outside of the first 24 hours of that video being live. And please do not make the mistake that I see so many small channels making right now. They're deleting videos, they're privating videos because they didn't do well in the first 6 hours, in the first 4 hours, in the first 24 hours. Do not do that. It is a huge, massive mistake. It can take a month, 2 months, 3 months for your video to actually go viral on YouTube or to get a lot of views. So don't make the mistake of getting rid of the video too early, because you're going to be showing YouTube that they shouldn't push out your content. Step 2 is making sure that you're changing your titles on YouTube. I see so many small creators mess this up. They have no caps in their titles. They don't have emojis in their titles. They're messing up the hashtags at the end of their titles. And in addition to that, their titles invoke no curiosity, there's no authority in the title, and you have absolutely no idea what's going on within that video. So many of you right now are making the mistake of looking at big channels within your niche and just copying their titles. And it's one of the worst things that you could do, because those people already have an audience. If Mr. Beast uploads, a certain percentage of people are already going to click that video. So he could probably upload a title that isn't the best title in the world and still get 50 million views. The same thing goes for other large people within your niche, which is why if you want to be looking at people's titles so that you can get actual good feedback of like, oh, this works, this doesn't work, you want to be looking at what has worked for small channels. Because if it's worked for a small channel that doesn't already have a large audience, well then guess what that means? That means that that is a good title. That means your audience was interested in that title. It invoked curiosity, and it's a high likelihood that if you reuse that title, or even better, reuse that title format, or even better, take that title format and make it even better, that you could get a large amount of views on YouTube also. In addition to those things, if you mess up your title on YouTube, 2 things are going to happen. 1, it's going to lead to a decreased amount of watch time that you're getting. Secondly, YouTube isn't going to know who to push your content out to, because they're going to show it to a small group of people. If those people don't interact with it, it's not going to get pushed out anymore. And essentially, that's what's happening for a lot of you small creators. So you need to make sure that you are not making that mistake, because if you are making that mistake, you're limiting the amount of reach you can actually get on YouTube. And I see so many creators make this mistake because they go way too niche. Now, no, not saying that you shouldn't go niche. You should go niche in the beginning, but once that works, you need to expand it. For example, if you're making fitness content right now and it's only towards a really small subset of people, well, then you need to begin to expand that if you want to get more views and you want to get more subscribers. And I do need to emphasize to you, it is easier to grow on YouTube right now, to get views, to get subscribers than it ever has been before, but I need to warn you, and I need to warn you very fast. That is going to completely change in 2023, especially in the second half of 2023. The reason being is because YouTube is monetizing YouTube Shorts. You heard that right. You will be able to get paid every single time you upload a short, every single time you upload a long form piece of content, and this is going to increase the competition within your niche, which is why you need to be taking it incredibly seriously that you're growing right now during the golden age of growing on YouTube. Because it was way harder for me to grow 3 years ago than it is right now. In fact, I think I would have double, maybe 3 times the amount of subscribers that I have right now if I was starting today and had 3 years to project myself into the future. And you have the same exact opportunity right now, so please do not squander it. It could completely change your life. Now, if you're sure that you're posting at the best time right now and you think your titles are good, well, then there's probably 2 other things that are ruining your views on YouTube. One of them is going to be your watch time. If you're not getting a high enough amount of watch time, which you should just be aiming for 100%, if you're uploading shorts, you should always aim for 100% watch time. And basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to notice one of 3 things happening. Either one, you have a huge drop off at the end of your video. All that means is get rid of the ending. It means that people know the video is about to end, so they swipe off, and this decreases your watch time. It gets you less than 100%, and this is why YouTube isn't pushing out your content. The second thing that happens, and this is one of the most common things, is there's a huge drop off in the beginning. If this happens, it means that your title didn't work and your hook didn't work. So what you should do is learn from that. Essentially what this means is that your audience wasn't interested in the actual piece of content that you made, you didn't relate to them in the beginning, or you didn't invoke enough curiosity for them to feel like they need to continue watching that video. These are very simple things to change. The third thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is if you just see a gradual decrease throughout your whole entire video, you need to do one of 2 things. Either one, you need to decrease the length of that video. For example, if you upload a 38-second video and you see 23 seconds of watch time, you probably could have made that a 25-second video and gotten 100% watch time if you improved a few things. Another thing that you need to be looking at is the actual pacing of your videos. For a lot of you, I see this all the time. Your video's 30 seconds long, 45 seconds long, 60 seconds long. I watch it and I'm like, that could have been a 5-second video. That could have been a really good 9-second video. That could have been a great 11-second video, but instead you drag it out way too long. Nobody ends up watching the video, and you need to understand something. The way that you're actually going to get better at this, you need to be making your videos for one person. For example, I am making this video with the avatar in mind, somebody that is struggling to get views that is a small channel. I am not making this video for the person with 1 million subscribers that is seeing a decrease in views, or 100,000 subscribers and isn't getting the same views that they were getting last year. That's not the things that I'm talking about in this video. If somebody wants advice like that, I'm sure it's in a different video, but for this video, that's not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to that small channel, and I know that. That's why I choose the right examples, why I invoke curiosity in the right ways, and why I can give the right information that ultimately is going to solve this issue for you. But there is one last thing that we need to make sure that you're doing.